A very good morning to all the students. This video for the class 7 subject science chapter number 6, that is physical and chemical changes. This is your lecture number 4. So let's start with the topic of this chapter that we are going to cover. So the topics to be covered are, the first topic that we are going to cover, that is methods to prevent the rusting. Second is, what is crystallization. Third, we are going to perform this activity, that is activity 6.9. At last, we will be discussing some NCERT questions here of this chapter number 6. So let's start with the first topic of this lecture, methods to prevent the rusting. We had already discussed about the rusting. What is rusting? Rusting is a chemical change that takes place when iron metal come in contact with air and water. Okay, so the iron reacts with the oxygen and water, form a iron oxide. So here are the methods to prevent the rust. Rusting can be prevented by the following methods. So the first method is painting or greasing. Apply a layer of paint or a grease, prevent the iron surface from coming in contact with air and water vapor. Thus, it prevents rusting. Window grills, for example, iron furniture and the iron bits are painted, while iron tools and machine parts are greased with the oil. Okay. Second prevention is chrome plating and galvanization. The process of coating iron with a layer of chromium is known as chrome plating. Taps, bicycle handles and a car bumper are usually chrome plated. And the process of depositing a layer of a zinc or iron is called as galvanization. Iron pipes used at home to carry water are galvanized. There is the iron deposit or a zinc layer is deposited on the surface of the iron pipes, that is galvanized, or the process is galvanization. And one more thing, this chrome plating and the galvanization make the iron resistant to the action of air and the water vapor. Next is alloying. Alloying is the process of mixing one or more metals to form a new substance, that is called as alloying. Stainless steel is an alloy because it made by the mixing iron with the carbon and metals like chromium, nickel and manganese. So alloy do not rust at all because it is made up of different metals, chromium, nickel, manganese and other metals. Okay. So next we have, moving ahead on the other topic, that is crystallization. We learned in the class 6 that the salt can be obtained by evaporating the sea water. So the salt obtained in this manner is not pure and its crystals are very small. So crystallization is the process of cooling a hot concentrated solution of a substance to obtain crystals is called as crystallization. Or this crystallization process is a physical change. Here the no new substance is formed and it gets revert back to its original state. Note that the soluble impurities do not crystallize here and remains behind in the solution. Okay, but the impure common salt obtained from the sea water through the evaporation is also purified by the process of crystallization. Now we are going to perform this activity, the last activity of this chapter, that is activity 6.9. So what we have to do is to obtain the pure copper sulfate crystal from the copper sulfate powder. Materials required for this activity, we have to require a beaker, water, dilute sulfuric acid, burner, and the copper sulfate powder. And the procedure of this activity is, first we have to take the water in a beaker and add a few drops of dilute sulfuric acid. Then boil this solution and add copper sulfate powder slowly while stirring continuously. Then continue adding the copper sulfate powder till no more powder can be dissolved. Then filter this solution and allow it to cool without disturbing it. Okay. The observation that we get, the larger copper sulfate crystal at the bottom of the beaker are formed. As you can see here, first we have to take the water in a beaker, then add a few drops of dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, then heat it on the burner and add the copper sulfate powder into this beaker slowly while stirring the continuously. And continue adding the copper sulfate powder till no more powder can be dissolved. After that, you have to filter this solution and allow it to cool without disturbing it. Okay, as you can see here, we are in this picture filtering the solution by the filter paper. Then you will see the large copper sulfate crystal at the bottom of the bowl. These blue crystals are formed here. Now we will be discussing some NCERT question, exercise question on the page number 65. So the first question of the NCERT, that is, first question is, classify the changes involved in the following processes as physical or chemical changes. And photosynthesis. Is photosynthesis a physical change or a chemical change? So the answer is, there is a chemical change in the process of photosynthesis. Why it's a chemical change? Because photosynthesis is the process by which plants convert light energy and produce the carbon dioxide gas in this process. So this shows that there is a chemical change as it, because it produces a carbon dioxide gas in it. Okay, so the next part is dissolving the sugar in water. So the answer is, there is a physical change in this process of dissolving sugar in the water, because when the sugar dissolved in water, there is a change but no new substance is formed. Elements or compounds are formed. This shows that there is a physical change in dissolving sugar in water. Moving on, the third part of this question, burning of coal. Answer is, there is a chemical change in this process of burning of coal. Because when the coal is burnt, it releases mainly carbon dioxide and produce ash after burning, which forms a new compound and evolved gases. This shows there is a chemical change in it. Okay. Next, fourth part of this question is melting of wax. So the answer is there is a physical change in the process of melting of wax, because melting of wax means there is a change in their state from solid to liquid state. So it shows that there is a physical change in the melting of wax. Next is beating aluminium to make the aluminium foil. So the answer is physical change, because when the aluminium is hammered, there is a change in the shape, change in their size of the aluminium only. No new element or a substance is formed. So this shows that there is a physical change in it. Next is digestion of food. So the answer is digestion of food is a chemical change, because when the food that contains the organic acid digests it in a stomach, it forms acid that further forms a new acidic compound in it. If there is a presence of acid, so it's a chemical change. This shows that digestion of food is a chemical change. Okay, moving on our second question. You have to tell the statement, whether this statement is true or false. State So the question is, cutting a log of wood into the pieces is a chemical change. Simply you have to write, is it a true or false? So the answer is, this statement is false, because cutting a log of wood into pieces is a physical change. Here no new substance is formed, so it's a physical change. Okay. Second question is, formation of manure from leaves is a physical change. So the answer is false. This given statement is false, because the process in the formation of manure from the leaves is a chemical change. Okay. Here new substance is formed, that is manure. The third part is, iron pipes coated with zinc do not get rusted easily. The answer is true. Iron pipes coated with the zinc do not get rusted easily. Okay, because zinc being the very less reactive metal, and a layer of zinc is coated on the iron object that acts as a protective layer, which does not allow the moisture to come in contact with this iron object. Okay, so it prevents from the rusting, and this process that preventing is galvanization. Next question is, iron and rust are the same substances. So the answer is, the given statement is false, because iron and the rust are different substances. Okay, because iron is an element and rust is a compound of iron. Moving on our third question, filling the blanks in the following statement. So the first question is, when the carbon dioxide passes through the lime water, it turns milky due to the formation of calcium carbonate. Okay, because the calcium carbonate is also known as limestone. When the carbon dioxide passes through the lime water, it forms a calcium carbonate or limestone. Second, the chemical name of baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate. Baking soda is used in the food item. It releases some carbon dioxide gas that make the food soft and fluffy. Next we have the third part is two methods by which rusting of iron can be prevented. First method is painting and the second method is galvanization. Okay. Fourth part is changes in which only dash property of a substance changes are called physical changes. So changing in the physical property are physical changes. So here the change in which no new substance is formed are termed as physical changes. It changes only its physical property such as shape, size of any substance, or change in the state of matter. Change in the state of matter like solid, change in the liquid, change in the state of a gas. Next is changes in which new substances are formed are chemical changes. Chemical changes are those changes which new substances formed, and chemical changes are irreversible changes. So the first question is, when the baking soda is mixed with the lemon juice, bubbles are formed with the evolution of gas. What type of change is it? You have to explain this question. So the answer is, lemon juice contains mainly citric acid in it. When the baking soda reacts with the lemon juice, it forms sodium salt with the evolution of carbon dioxide gas. In it, new compound is formed, that is sodium salt. So it shows there is a chemical change in it. You can see here in this reaction, when the sodium carbonate reacts with the acid, it forms the sodium salt plus carbon dioxide gas. Now we are discussing the homework solution of lecture number 3. So the question is, state whether the following statements are true or false. So the first question that was given to you is, when a candle burns, both the physical and the chemical changes takes place. So the answer is true. When the candle is burned, both physical and chemical changes takes place. Second question is, anaerobic bacteria digest animal waste and produce biogas. So the answer is true. Yes, anaerobic bacteria digest animal waste and produce the gas. It is a chemical change. New substance that is formed here, the biogas is released. Third is, ships suffers a lot of damage though they are painted. So the answer is true. Yes, ship suffers a lot of damage because of the rust though they are painted. Fourth question is, stretching of the rubber band is not a physical change. So the answer is false. Stretching of the rubber band is a physical change because it can easily revert back to their position. The next question, complete the chemical reaction as follows. I had given you this reactant side and you have to answer this product side. When the iron reacts with the air in water is formed iron oxide. Second, when the copper sulfate reacts with the iron metal, so it forms a iron sulfate plus copper metal. Okay. Now I am giving you the homework of this today's lecture, lecture number 4. So the first question is, galvanization is a process used to prevent the rusting of, you have to fill this blank. Second question is, what is rusting, and explain how painting of an iron gate prevent it from the rusting. Third question is, describe how crystals of the copper sulfate are prepared. Question number 4, learn and write the NCERT question first, question number 2, question number 3, question number 4 in your science notebook. You have to answer all these questions and write down in your science notebook. Okay, this is it about this today's lecture. Thank you and have a nice day.